beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kiddin. Friday Awesome here. It is Saturday morning in my world. I am spending a little time with you, and then I am off to a virtual but writing workshop for today and tomorrow. And working on learning some new stuff and being able to share information about my other project of Workify. So yesterday was a frustrating day, to say the least. And it felt like everything I touched went wrong. Like, it just felt that way. I actually, now that I say it, it's going to kind of make me not happy. But even resetting a password on a website, I still haven't gotten the email that lets you reset it. Now, mind you, I had two people on the phone that I was paying to be there when we waited for over an hour to get this email that, now that I think about it, still hasn't come. So all these frustrating things. That's just one example. I won't get into all my other speed bumps. It was just that kind of a day. And now it needs to not be that kind of a day. I need to reset. You know, I did the stuff. I went to my class last night. I took a little nap to kind of get myself recentered for the class. And yeah, I'm feeling good today. And I need to just remind myself there's going to be speed bumps, but everything is perfect. Everything's improving. Like, all the speed bumps happen for a reason. And the other part of it was, you know, we still can't resolve this issue. And it's really screwing me up. But I wanted to have executed something this weekend, and now it has to wait until Monday. Now, is it the end of the world if we have to wait till Monday? No, not really. However, it was a speed bump. So I had to reset and just embrace the fact that it's Monday and go, okay, it's not the end of the world. And that comes up a lot, right, guys? Like, it has to do with our attitude thinking, I think. Being impatient, wanting what we want when we want it, wanting things to go our way. Someone wrote to me yesterday and said, you know, because I was like, blah. And he says, well, no one told you it was going to be easy. And I'm like, I don't want easy. I just want manageable. I just want to feel like I'm not spinning my wheels. And that's something that I think we've all felt in the recovery journey as well. So it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to reset. It's okay to be grumpy for a bit, not long, because it's not serving us. So we have to kind of reframe and reset. So I invite you to do that whenever you feel the need. Okay, we are on December 5th, and our quote, "Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored," says Aldous Huxley. We may have bits of unfinished business in our lives. For a long time, we ignored everything but our addiction. But that did not make the other things go away. Sometimes it seems an overwhelming task to clear up old debts, old hurt, old sources of pain. Sometimes it seems an overwhelming task to clear up old debts, old hurt, old sources of pain. It's too much, we think. We don't believe we can make a big enough difference in today, but we can. All we need to do is make a beginning. By paying attention to old business, we also pay attention to the new. When we begin today to do what we can do... Wow, is it my reading or is it this grammar? When we begin today to do what we want, what we can to clear the slate by making a payment on a bill or making amends, we are taking a step on the road to clarity, to living in the present, to a life that's less cluttered by old baggage. Each time we cross one item off our list of things to finish, we lighten our load and make room for growth. Whether we are accepting a painful consequence of our addiction or returning a long overdue library book, we are taking action, showing our willingness to get better. Today, let me begin to clear up old business. Whew, that was painful to get through. Sorry about that. This is a really interesting topic. I mean, we talk about it as emotional old business, but we don't really talk about some of these tasks as old business. So I like this, and I struggle with this. I don't want to say I ignore everything, but there are just some things that I just don't prioritize that I should. Things don't go away. This is really focused in on things like making amends and taking care of bills. Now I pay my bills, and I cleaned up my gambling debt. Well, I had made a little progress on that. That comes naturally for me. But things like if I had a library book that was overdue, that would take me forever. Like I have something that needs to be mailed. And of course, this is the future, not really the past, but it's needed to be mailed for 6 weeks now, and it's still sitting here, not even addressed. So I'm not good at these kinds of things. I think that taking care of this stuff is kind of like the step work, because we have to address the things. So this probably has to do with, in a lot of cases, people we hurt or maybe weren't very kind to when we were gambling, or maybe we just ignored them, which isn't very kind either. And I like how this compares it almost to our bucket theory. By paying attention to old business, we also pay attention to the new. When we begin today to do what we can to clear the slate, we're like making a road to clarity to be present. And that's a life less cluttered by old baggage. So getting rid of the old emotions and stuff in the buckets so that we can have the positive energy. It's the same thing with the tasks. Can you picture a desk? Like I know my desk, it's a mess right now, right? And even though it says ASAP on a folder, it's been sitting there for 2 weeks since I organized it. Now, if I took care of that, whatever's in that folder, I would be making room to work on the next round of tasks that I need to do. Now, I'm oversimplifying this, of course, but it is important to move forward. And I don't believe you could move forward without addressing the backwards stuff. And again, it's different. Addressing the past and living in the past are two very different things. So is there house cleaning that you need to do from your past so that you can move forward? That's the question. Not, can I stay in the pain of it so that I have an excuse to gamble? Very, very, very different. Taking action is important too. And I think taking action is important because, well, it keeps us going in the direction we want to go, but it also gives us progress. It might not be huge progress, but like returning that library book, that would be like just one less thing. And it's funny, I'm a procrastinator, right? So everything becomes way bigger in my head the closer I get to deadlines or to when things should be done. And then when I go to do them, they're really not that bad. And I think that you'll find that it's the same way as you do this. I'm going to call it house cleaning, but because it's going to be different for all of us. For some of us, it might be debt. Some of it might be relationship stuff. It could be a lot of different things depending on what your situation was. It could be as simple as cleaning out the attic that your wife has been asking you to do for 5 years and you never had the time because you had the time to go gamble instead. So it could be any of those things. So try to think of one thing that you've been procrastinating on or that might be from the past and address it and get it done. Try to make that your mission this weekend. That'll be my homework assignment for today. And I'll think of one for myself. There's a letter that I got in March, or I got this envelope from March with someone asking me for help with the family tree. I think I'll make that my mission of the past, to get that done and out into the mail to him. And I'll mail the other thing I need to mail. That'll be my commitment for the homework. I'll update you on if I get it done. I better get it done. I'm trying to set an example here. Okay, that's what we got today. A little bit of homework, even though it's the weekend. It's okay. I don't feel guilty because you might not be listening to this on the weekend in your world. So thanks for joining me, beautiful people. Have a fabulous day. I'll talk to you soon.